Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought it would be interesting to take a look at who is spying on your social media. So this is going to be about them and their energy, and we might get some insight into why they're spying on your social media, and maybe some insight into how this person feels about you. It could be the case that there's not maybe like one specific person that you already know who's spying on you. It could just be more a message of why do people follow you on social media. So just keep that in mind. It is a general reading. With that said, please feel free to pause the video, pick whichever card is speaking the most to you, and let's get into today's reading. Hello Pile 1 and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Page of Cups, this is going to be your reading for today, where we are getting some information on who is spying on your social media. This is going to be a reading about who this person is, maybe a little bit of information about, you know, where their head is at, where they're at emotionally, and maybe some insight into why are they spying on your social media. We might get some information about how this person feels about you. And it might be the case, because it's a general reading, that there might not be like one specific person. And so this might be more of a general energy in terms of why do people follow your social media, or it could be there could be one or two people who would fit into this energy that we're tapping into today. So just keep that in mind. It is a general reading, and you know, you only take whatever resonates for you. And with that said, let's get into it. Who is spying? Okay, we have, you want to do this? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Okay, okay, and we have the Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords. This is interesting. So we have 7, 6, 7, 6. So the number 7 and the number 6 might be particularly important. I don't know how these resonate for you. I don't know if, you know, maybe it's part of somebody's username or user profile, or yeah, some significant number in some way. But there's just an interesting pattern here. 7, 6, 7, 6. And I am getting some intuitive ideas right off the bat, but I do want to get your Oracle card, which is the Mentor archetype. I also want to say that I was prepared to take reversals in this reading, both for the tarot cards and for the Oracle card. When these cards, Oracle cards, come out reversed, I read them as the shadow attributes. When they come out upright, I read them as the light attributes. So this particularly is the light attribute of the Mentor archetype, which says passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. And I love that. I think that I'm getting right away kind of an intuitive story about what's going on with this person, and you know, kind of where they're at, because particularly with the Mentor archetype, they might be following your social media because they feel like they have wisdom that they can impart to you, or because they're interested in following your journey in terms of what you are hoping to get and achieve out of having a social media following, however that resonates for you. I'm going to try to communicate clearly. It's Mercury retrograde. I'm already getting a little bit spacey, so I want to apologize for that. With the Seven of Pentacles, it came out with the Six of Wands. This to me would talk about somebody who is working hard to grow their social media presence, in particular because the Seven of Pentacles can talk about nurturing something, pouring like your energy and your resources into helping something grow. And there can be a message on this card of the slow-moving energy of Pentacles, and the nurturing energy here, that it sometimes requires faith to continue to work on something that we might not be able to see all of the progress, or this could have been something that has taken a long time, a lot of effort to get something to grow, and it's like we've nurtured it like it was our baby, you know. We've put all of our time and energy into this thing. We were really invested in it. And then with this, you know, the being related to the Six of Wands, recognition, success, this can very well be tied to social media. And what's interesting is it is a very similar color to the Mentor archetype. So what's interesting about that is if we're talking about somebody who's spying on your social media, this could also be somebody who you look up to. Like this could be somebody who might have like a bigger social media following than you, or might be somebody like in your field of work, or in like a hobby you participate in, or something like that, that is well known in the space, has achieved a lot of recognition because they've worked hard, to achieve that level of recognition and success. So this would be somebody who is like known for something, and might have a big social media following, and they're seen as somebody who is like again, somebody like who has a level of expertise, has wisdom and insights that that they can pass down to other people. But what's interesting here is the next card we have here after the Six of Wands is the Seven of Wands. And this can talk about feeling like you need to protect your energy. It can talk about, it's like a combination of I want to prove myself, and also I need to protect myself because people, other people are attracted to my energy. They might want what I have. They might feel jealous of me. I don't know if you heard my phone go off, but I would take that as as a confirmation. My phone almost never makes noise during readings. It's always on vibrate, but I never get notifications during readings. So that might just be a confirmation of what I'm saying, of like this person feeling like suddenly they're receiving a lot of attention for something. And so again, this could very well, we're talking about social media. It could be related to social media, but however this applies, this could even be saying, they're like the big name at work or whatever it is. They're just receiving a lot of attention for something. And it's like they have worked hard to earn it. They have genuinely earned this level of attention. But it can bring people out of the woodwork who either want to take what they have earned or want a piece of that attention, or feel entitled to this person's time or energy in a way that they have not had to contend with before they achieved this level of attention. And so this could be like, it's almost like the downside of fame, and it could be talking about like fame, but even just like, being well known in a very niche circle, like not like A-list celebrity fame, but like being, kind of known in their field, for just to clarify. But yeah, it can bring people out of the woodwork who are like going to come at you and try and take from your energy or take things from you because you are being successful in a public place. You know what I mean? So that's how I would kind of read this progression from I'm working hard to grow something. Yes, I've achieved what I wanted. People are taking notice of me. People are I'm getting the attention I was trying to achieve. And this feels really good. I'm being celebrated. And then all of a sudden, I feel the need, I have to place a protective bubble around myself. I have to work on enforcing boundaries. And this could even be because I worked so hard to get to this level. Now that I'm at this level, people will consistently expect me to stay at this level. You know what I mean? Like there's also an aspect of wanting to prove that you deserve to be where you are. And so that could also be a part of it too. There's increased expectations when you have achieved a level of recognition here. And then after this part of the process, we're moving into the Six of Swords. And this is just it's an interesting message because it can talk about wanting to move on or move forward or move away from a troubling or difficult experience. Like we're moving forward into the future. We're leaving something behind that was either like painful or upsetting or difficult. Transitioning into, hopefully, like we're just moving forward, hoping that whatever is beyond the horizon is going to be better than whatever we are choosing to leave behind. And that's an interesting card to come up as the fourth card in this spread, because it could be saying that, there are people who can and will and do adjust to this. The change in your circumstance that comes with its own set of difficulties, problems, obstacles, whatever's being represented on the Seven of Wands. Like that's a part of the reality of, achieving more recognition, achieving more attention, that comes with its downsides, right? Even if this was something that we really wanted and worked really hard for, there can be unexpected consequences, unexpected side effects. And it could be that this person has chosen to move away from the spotlight because it might not have been for them. You know, as I said, there are people who can and will and do adapt to it. There are other people for whom they realize that it's not worth feeling like they have to protect and defend their energy all the time, feeling like they have to prove themselves all the time. There are some people who don't thrive in that environment. And so this might have been kind of a difficult lesson for this person. And the Six of Swords could be that they might be right in the process of deciding that that they might not have been as interested in the Six of Wands as they thought they were, or they're choosing to focus on trying something else, like pursuing a different avenue. Like if this is receiving recognition for like one specific creative like say for example, this person is a musician, and they've worked really hard. They put out an album. It's doing really well. You know, they're getting a lot of attention, and it comes with, you know, all of the downsides of that as well. And so they're deciding, I'm not ready right now to do anything related to music because this was there was a frightening aspect to what happened here. So I'm going to choose to instead, I'm going to focus on producing, or I'm going to focus on like artwork, or so just doing something else with my time. I'm moving forward away from this. So that might be something that resonates. You might have an idea of who this person is, or you might have like not really have an idea of who this person is, but there is somebody who follows you on social media who has been through their own journey with recognition that might have something to do with social media. You know, I do connect the Six of Wands with success on social media. So that might be something that resonates. And then with the mentor archetype, this is the light attribute. So passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Like they might feel like they have some wisdom to impart to you. They might feel like they're paying close attention to the choices that you are making and things that you are doing and how you are handling your social media. If you don't have a big following, then they might just be kind of like checking in on you and seeing how you're doing, and like genuinely enjoying your post because it might remind them of a time during which they felt like things were, you know, more calm and settled, you know, for them, maybe a little bit less chaotic for them. And or this could be if you have like a bigger following, a medium to larger following, or if your following has been growing a lot lately, this could be like they're keeping close tabs on you because, you know, they feel like they want to maybe like warn you or protect you, or like you know, or just see like how you deal with the Seven of Wands, if that is going to be something that's going to come up as something that you're going to need to figure out how to integrate into your life. Or whether you even want to integrate it, or if you wanted to move on from that. There might be a message there. I do think it's you know, this person's kind of like taking somebody under their protective wing. It could also be that this person like literally is helping you with your social media, or helping you with something that you are working on, and they genuinely are doing it from a place of wanting to help. And I would say that this is a trustworthy person, and you can trust that what they are saying is coming from a place of their own experiences. It's coming from a place of genuinely wanting to help you based on the insights that they have. So I don't know if it might come across as maybe like a little bit condescending, or a little bit like oh, well, that's obvious, you know, but you know, I would just take this as a message that this person really does want to help you because they do genuinely have experiences, I think, that will be helpful for you moving forward. So with that said, those are the messages that I have for you. I hope that this reading has been helpful. If it didn't resonate for you, it could be that this wasn't your pile. So, you know, it is a general reading. And again, you could be like not aware that this person is spying on your social media. It could be somebody that you look up to that you don't know, maybe has like an anonymous extra account that's not tied to their main socials. that they have taken notice of you and they're watching you back. They're kind of like interested in your journey. So I did want to say that. And with that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did like the video, please feel free to give it a like. Please comment down below. Let me know how this resonated for you. If you like my videos and you want to see more from me, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel. I also have a Patreon where I post different types of bonus content, and an Etsy store where I am doing private readings, although I'm taking a bit of a break in May. So if you're interested in either of those, links will be in the description. And thank you very much for watching, Pile 1, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Page of Pentacles, this is going to be a reading for today where we're taking a look at who is spying on your social media. So this could be one specific person that you may be aware of, or it could be a person that you are completely unaware of. And if it doesn't resonate for you as one specific person, this could be like an energy of why people follow you on social media, or it could be there could be one or two people who do embody this energy. So this is a general reading. You know, we'll see whatever comes out in the cards. As always, just take whatever resonates for you. If you find that none of this is resonating for you, it could be that this isn't your pile. So I do want to say that right off the bat. And with that said, let's get into your reading. Spying on Pile 2 social media, please. Who is spying? Okay. And we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups reversed. Interesting. Okay. Who is spying on Pile 2 social media? Okay. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. Okay. I am getting the sense you might know who this person is. You know, the Nine of Cups reversed could be an ex, or an ex situation, or somebody who had romantic feelings for you. You might have rejected them or turned them down. I do think that this person is coming towards this reading. I don't want to say this. They're like a little bit butthurt, you know, like it's that kind of energy. Like, I don't know how else to express that. They're not dealing with their feelings in a mature way. We can put it that way. So let's get one more card. Okay. Okay, and then we have Judgment. And I would say, yes, this is coming through as like a judgmental, judgmental energy here. Also with Judgment, there could be a message that you are being energetically or psychically protected from this person, despite whatever energy they are coming towards you with. With the Knight of Swords, there might be a message that this person does comment on your posts or does interact and engage with your social media. But again, it would be in like in a way where they might be saying cruel, cutting, or mean things under the guise of, oh, I'm just being honest. Or, oh, I'm just giving constructive criticism or constructive feedback or whatever. When the reality is they're being cruel because they feel hurt for some reason. So I want to say that, and then we are going to get your Oracle card, which it did come up upside down with the shadow attributes. So it's interesting. We have Judgment and then the shadow attributes of the Judge archetype. So this one says, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So definitely this is coming through as someone who is quite judgmental of you. This might be somebody, again, who's leaving negative feedback. You might have had to block them or delete their account. This could be the type of person who you know, creates a lot of alternate accounts and, like, you know, sock puppet accounts and just like floods your pages with lots of negativity, negative energy. And again, they might again, try to hide behind the, oh, you know, I'm just giving feedback or whatever, but they have bad intentions, and you don't deserve to be criticized like this. So I do want to say, like, I'm sorry if you've been dealing with somebody like this. You know, I've had my fair share of extremely vitriolic responses to videos, where I'm just like, I don't know what I did. You know, I'm like, well, I don't know what part of my video is like creating such a visceral reaction in somebody else. But you know, it can just be because something that you have said or posted or something you're doing, they might be jealous of it. It might cause, like, trigger an emotional reaction in them that they don't know how to deal with, or they don't want to deal with, or they don't know how to process it. Especially with the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is very emotionally immature energy. And with these two knights being side by side, it's like the Knight of Swords. A message of the Knight of Swords is somebody is coming towards you to tell you the truth or to be very honest. But having these next two cards being the Knight of Cups reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed is telling me it's a brutal and cutting honesty that is cruel. And it could be that whatever criticisms they have about your social media channel, whatever you're posting, whatever you're doing, might be based in truth, in the sense that, like, for example, I'll just use my own example. Like, for example, my YouTube videos, I don't have the best setup. I don't have the best lighting. My audio is sometimes a little weird. You know, sometimes I get very rambly and I repeat myself a lot. And, you know, and there have been people who've, like, you know, brought that up, and I'm just like, I know. Hopefully, you know, my videos will will resonate for some people and be helpful for whoever needs to hear these messages, you know, and the rest of it is just like, you know, when I'm able to afford it, I will get a better setup, you know, and the rest of it is just like, I kind of just have to let it go, because it's like, yeah, it's true, but it's also like, you know, this is what I'm working with, you know what I mean? Like, so it could be something that's like, it's based in truth, but it's also like, you know, you don't need to bring it up, like, I'm already aware of it, you know what I mean? So it can be that sort of thing. But whereas with the people who leave those types of comments on my videos, I think a lot of the time it's just, they are, like, genuinely trying to help. Again, this person is not doing it with good intentions. And the Knight of Cups in reverse, again, this is talking about somebody who really does not know how to handle their emotions. This could be somebody who is very emotionally avoidant, and so they hide behind, like, a veneer of logic and rationality, because they don't know how to handle their feelings. And with the fact that it's the Knight of Cups in reverse, and especially with the romantic imagery on this card in particular, this could be somebody that you have rejected, or it could be their perception that you have rejected them, whether that is, like, actually real or not, if that is actually true or not. And it could even be they might have the perception. If this is somebody who is jealous, or you have emotionally triggered in some way, it could be the perception that if they did choose to come towards you and make a romantic offer towards you, they are projecting the idea that you would reject them, and so they are already, like, I'm hearing their butt hurt. Like, they're already upset about that, even though that might not be something that has, like, actually happened in reality. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a projection, and it's intentionally done as a way to try to get back at you for some perceived slight. And then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and there is a strong warning when this card comes out reversed to be careful about what you say. There's a warning even about that when this card comes out upright, you know, because Swords is not terribly concerned with other people's emotional well-being. You know, usually it's like not a big deal, but when these cards come up reversed, that energy can be amplified. So there can be a message about using your voice in a destructive or hurtful way. And because we have the Judgment card here, and the Judgment card, I do think this is related to how judgmental this person is, and using their judgment for, you know, offering destructive criticisms, like just being judgmental to be mean, to try to make themselves feel better, or try to make you feel worse about yourself because they, you know, whatever reason, maybe they have an inferiority complex, I don't know, but for whatever reason, I do think this is just a message. This is a judgmental person, but this card can talk about receiving guidance from spirit, receiving a message like that's like a higher calling, being called to pursue something that is in alignment with your divine path, receiving information from spirit, receiving clarity from spirit. The Ace of Swords can be a rejection of that clarity. It can be intentionally choosing not to see the truth or ignoring it. Like spirit is like trying to get this person to step up and admit the truth, or take an honest look at their feelings, something here, you know, something related to this Knight of Cups. And this person is just ignoring it. They're not taking this opportunity to be honest with themselves about how they feel, and instead they are running towards your social media pages and trying to make you feel bad. Because for whatever reason, you have made them feel things, and the things that they didn't want to feel. And that is, I'm just gonna, like, that's a shitty thing to do. You know, that's bad. You know, and I do want to say, like, again, I'm sorry if you've had to deal with like a lot of negativity or really judgmental, mean comments. And I will say, like, it's not about, like, I want to, you know, give you this reassurance. It's not because you're doing something wrong or bad. You know, there might be some ring of truth to whatever they're saying, but it doesn't mean that you deserve to have only destructive criticism, only mean comments, you know, only people coming at you with vitriol. You know, you don't deserve that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not helpful. And especially when it's coming from somebody who's like, saying something because they're trying to protect their own ego. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say, like, you don't deserve to have to deal with this. It's not about something that you're doing wrong. And if anything, it would be a message that whatever you are doing on your social media is having a real emotional impact on these people. Like, whether this is one specific person, if you know this person, if this is an ex, whatever it is, somebody's harassing you, or it could be multiple people. It could be that you have, you know, for example, maybe you have posted something about or been very vocal on your social media about being a feminist, and or like supporting trans rights, for example. There could be people who are like very upset about that, who are targeting your social media. If anything, there might be a message there that what you're putting out is working. You know, it's having an impact, even if it's attracting negativity to like a negative reaction. It's from these people who are ignorant and immature, and that's not to absolve them. They have a responsibility to face their own issues, you know, and if they're not going to do that, they're just going to, you know, come to your page and say mean things. It's like, that's on them. That's on them. That's not on you. And so I do want to say that, and with the misusing business, legal, or criminal authority, there might also be a message here that this is the type of person who would falsely report your page for some made-up rules violation. So again, I'm sorry if you've been, like, if you resonate with this and you've been receiving a lot of this, like, harassment or hate or just really like negative energy in your social media. I'm sorry, like, that really sucks. And I hope that this reading has at least been able to give like some insight or confirmation about what's going on with this type of person. You know, we know it's like they may be the loudest voices in the rooms, but they don't really have much to say. So I wanted to say that I hope that this reading again has offered maybe some helpful insight for you. If you did like it, please feel free to give it a like. Please comment down below, let me know whether this did resonate for you or not. If you like my videos and you want to see more from me, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel. I also have a Patreon where I post different types of bonus content, and an Etsy store where I am doing private readings, although I'm going to be taking a break in May. So if you're interested in those, the links will be in the description. And thank you very much for watching Pile 2, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Hello Pile 3 and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Page of Swords, this is going to be your reading for today, where we're taking a look at who is spying on your social media. This might be one specific person, it might be somebody that you already know or already suspect might be spying on your social media. It could be a total stranger, somebody you're not aware of, and it could be multiple energies. So it could be that this could just be like a reason, like, why do people follow your social media? It could be like just a general energy. So it's a general reading, just take whatever resonates for you and leave the rest. And with that said, let's get into it. Okay. All right, we have the Three of Cups reversed. So right away, this might be a frenemy or an ex-friend is what is coming to me. However that resonates, we'll get deeper into it. Who is spying on Pile 3's? Okay, the Four of Swords reversed. Okay. Okay, we have the Lovers reversed. All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles upright. Okay. So this is an interesting message. I did hear you reap what you sow. So yeah, if there's somebody spying on your social media who is in a negative energy, or might be like sending you negative vibes, being like a negative energy on your social media page, like bringing negative energy towards you, there's a message that whatever happened here, for like whatever reason they're in this energy, they're going to get their comeuppance. They're going to get their karmic scales are going to rebalance. So you don't have to worry about that. That's you know, if you know who this person is, if you have an idea of who we may be talking about here, especially if you have somebody who would fit the archetype of a frenemy or a former friend who might be spying on your social media, I think there's a message that you might have done something that is very admirable, that might have been like a difficult decision for you to make, that I think this person may be jealous of. Like they might be, yeah, you might have had to make a hard decision and follow a path that might have taken you away from them. Or if you like have followed a path where you, how do I put this? If you've been on a self-love journey and it caused an issue in one of your friendships because for whatever reason there might have been like a toxic element to that relationship that you might not have realized was there until you started standing up for yourself and practicing self-compassion, self-love, advocating for yourself in that connection, and then that friend didn't like that, and that might have been the end of that friendship. There's a message here that I think this person is jealous because you have made changes that I think either they wish they had the courage to make for themselves, or they don't like the fact that you are prioritizing your own needs, to put it that way. They don't like that for whatever reason. So that's my initial first impression. We are going to get your oracle card, which has this came up upside down, so it is the shadow attributes of the healer card. Turn it upright so we can read it. It does say, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So yeah, I think that would kind of vibe with what I was saying about this person. This might have been the type of connection where if you would represent maybe the light attributes of the healer archetype, you have a very like healing, loving, giving energy, you might have been willing to give a lot to this person, give a lot to this connection. And this, whoever we're talking about here, might have taken advantage of that. And then when you start to pull your energy back, they might have interpreted that as you being selfish, when in reality, like what you might have wanted was just to have a balanced connection with this person, like an equal give and take. But to them, it felt like, well, if you're not giving me everything all the time, then you're being selfish or whatever. And it's a distorted view of relationships that this person may or may not be be aware of. You know, I'm not sure how self-aware this person is, but with also failing to care for oneself, there's a related message of the Four of Swords in reverse. Again, you might, as I was saying, like a self-love, self-care journey might be what you are working towards. You know, you might be working on healing parts of yourself that have needed healing. And this person, I think they are jealous of the self-care aspect of it, and also they don't like that you're taking care of yourself, which is honestly, that's an inherently selfish thing for them. So this could be, if they have called you selfish or think that you are being selfish, it's just projection. So I do want to say that. And there is a way to interpret this with both the Three of Cups reversed and the Lovers reversed. This could also be like a past romantic connection. I will say, like, I don't think this is a stranger. I think this is somebody that you do know, somebody from your past that you either have an idea of who this person is, or you're just like totally not aware that this person is still spying on you. So like they're still following you. It could be somebody from like way in the past. They are still interested in you and keeping tabs on your life. But yeah, with the Lovers reverse and the Three of Cups reverse, could be a message there that this could have been somebody who might also have cheated on you, or could be maybe even like the third person, like the affair partner, to put it that way, who might be keeping tabs on your social media because, yeah, like they might have whatever issues they have, they want to keep tabs on you, even if you're not thinking about this person at all anymore. So I wanted to also give that interpretation because it is a general reading. And then the last message of the Three of Cups reversed, I think, is also, this won't resonate for everybody, and it could even be something that you're not really aware of, but it can carry a message about substance abuse. So there might be a message about that if that does resonate for you, as like a clue as to who this person might be. This might be somebody who does struggle with substances. So I did also want to say that. And if that's the case and that does resonate for you, the Four of Swords, for me, this is a message about not taking care of yourself. Like just not taking care of yourself, like not giving yourself time to rest, not practicing self-compassion. And what's interesting is, you know, the Three of Cups reverse talks about substance abuse. For me, the Four of Swords, like just in my own personal way that I, like my own personal relationship with the tarot cards, for me the Four of Swords can be shorthand for recovery, like substance abuse recovery. So this would be a message about choosing not to take responsibility for or pursue recovery for substance abuse. Either they're in denial, or they're just not interested in changing. It's kind of sad. Like honestly, kind of sad. You know, a sad message about like they're not interested in self-care. This might even be the type of person who thinks that self-care is all like, you know, hippy-dippy, woo-woo stuff, and like it's not important. And if you would resonate as, like, maybe one of the reasons why this connection ended was because you have decided to pursue self-care, and like really advocate for yourself, stick up for yourself, and give yourself that compassion. Again, like because this person's like not doing it for themselves, there's a kind of a mixed message here about, I'm both jealous that you're doing that for you, and also I think it's not important. So I think this person has mixed feelings, but they definitely are having feelings about choices that you have made. And then with the Lovers reversed, this can talk about, I was giving the sense, like this can talk about, I've lost the love of my life, that feeling of regret of like, we had something and it slipped through my fingers. This can be one of the messages. So there could be a romantic aspect to it. Or, you know, for me, Three of Cups, shorthand for Three of Cups is also friendship. And so when it came out reversed, I was like an ex-friend or a frenemy or somebody who's pretending to be a friend, but they're not really a friend. You know, that kind of energy, like with friends like these, who needs enemies, you know, that kind of energy. But with the Lovers reversed, there could have been a past romantic connection, or again, like a third-party situation here that has made things complicated. But the Lovers does carry a message when there's not a romantic aspect to it. It can just carry a message about choosing to follow a path that is in alignment with what your heart wants. So it's like listening to your heart, following your heart's desires, choosing to pursue something that makes you feel fulfilled. And for me, with this coming up reversed in this context, again, it would kind of resonate with that idea of you choosing to take care of yourself, you choosing to follow something that makes you feel fulfilled, you making a tough choice to lean into what you actually want, and to lean into like pursuing relationships and connections that are fair and balanced and equal, where you're not being taken advantage of, and connections with other people who are also taking care of themselves. You know what I mean? So that, I think, is part of the message here, like a clue for you as to why this person is showing up like as somebody who's spying on your social media. I think, again, it's like a kind of a weird mix of jealousy, and also like they're maybe a genuinely held belief that this stuff is not important, and at the same time they're still jealous. You know what I mean? Kind of a weird energy there. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, and when this card came out, the message that I heard was, yeah, you reap what you sow. And the reason for that is this card is tied to the concept of harvest. It's tied to the concept of, you know, you planted this beautiful garden, you've invested in something, whether it's a financial investment, an investment of time, an investment of resources, energy, spiritual work, whatever we're talking about here. You are now harvesting whatever you have planted. Like there's a beautiful, bountiful, abundant harvest, and you will be collecting what you have invested in. There's a return on that investment, whatever we're talking about here. So there might be a message here that this person is seeing on your social media the beautiful benefits of the choices that you have made to follow your path, to follow your dream, to do things that are good for you, to take care of yourself, to give yourself grace and compassion, and to embrace the light attributes of the healer's archetype for yourself and for other people. And they're seeing, like, I'm getting the sense like this is about you. This is how they perceive your social media. It's like the Nine of Pentacles. Like you are seeing the payoff of your commitment to yourself. And honestly, I think that they are jealous. So there's not a specific message in these cards about that, but that's something that keeps popping into my head is this jealousy message. And I think that's why this person does spy on your social media. I think that this person, it's likely that that they're not interacting with your posts or engaging. This could be the kind, they're spying. Like they don't want you to know that that they're there, but they are. They're paying attention to what you're doing, and and if there was a part of you that was like, I kind of want to see this person, get their comeuppance because they treated me badly or whatever, an answer, like they will. The scales of karma will balance out for this person. So I do want to say that. And with that said, I think that is where I'm going to leave your reading. Hopefully it has resonated for you. Hopefully it's provided some level of insight. If you did like it, please feel free to give it a like. Please comment down below. Let me know how this resonated for you. If you like my videos and you want to see more from me, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel. I also have Patreon, where I post different types of bonus content, and an Etsy store where I'm doing private readings, although I am going to be taking a break in May. So the links to those will be in the description. And with that said, thank you very much for watching Pile 3, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Hello Pile 4, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Page of Wands, this is going to be your reading for today, where we're taking a look at who is spying on your social media. This might be one specific person, might be somebody that you know from your life, or it could be like a stranger or somebody who you are not aware is spying on your social media. And it could even be like a collective or group energy. It could be, like this is the energy of people who do follow you on social media. So like maybe like a reason why certain people are following your social media. I don't know. We'll see what comes out in the cards. And as always, it is a general reading, so just take whatever resonates for you. If you found that none of this has resonated, it might not be your pile. So I want to say that. And with that said, let's get into it. Okay. All right, we have the Four of Wands reversed. Okay. All right, who is, okay. All right, we have the King of Swords. All right, who is spying on Pile 4 social media? we have Four of Swords reversed. This card did come out for pile 3. So if you did feel drawn to pile 3, there might be a message there for you. Very interesting. Okay. We also have the Queen of Swords. And that's interesting that we have the King and Queen of Swords. They're both here upright. And I did want to say that I accidentally did see your Oracle card before it fell out of the deck face up, so I did see what it was, and I received an intuitive message that it could be one of your parents. It could be, if this resonates for you, or like a family member who loves you. Like, you know, they just want to keep an eye on you. I also think it's interesting. We have 2 4s in reverse, and it's just there's a very interesting message here. It could even be like a family member or somebody that you know who you might not be close with this person, is what I'm trying to say. Or you might have had a falling out with them, and that could be the reason why they are like spying on your social media rather than just like, you know, openly engaging with it. Like there's an aspect to it where they I think follow every post. You know, they really do want to know what's going on with you, and like it could be they have like you know, alternate accounts that are not tied with their actual accounts, where they want to keep tabs on you. They want to know what you're up to. They want to be involved in what's going on with you. It's like in a way of like keeping tabs on you. The reason why I give, you know, the idea that this person loves you is we have the light attributes of the lover archetype. And it says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. And obviously this could also be talking about an ex or like a past romantic connection or a secret admirer. This could be somebody who has a crush on you, who might not have spoken up about it. Or it could be somebody you know has a crush on you, and it could be that either like you're waiting for them to come forward, or you don't return their feelings, and you might have rejected them or whatever here. But there is a sense that they do. There's a strong emotional sense here, like they do really care about you and what you're doing. Like there's strong feelings here, and at the same time, the 2 court cards that we have here representing this person's energy are the King and Queen of Swords. And Swords is an unemotional energy. It is usually pretty emotionally detached. And so it's kind of giving me the sense that like this is the type of person who either they are very detached from their feelings, or they don't talk about feelings. And with the 4 of Swords being in between these 2 cards, it's like the concept of self-care to this person might seem dumb. Like this might be the person who, like, unless it's a completely logical, rational, empirical, backed by science and peer-reviewed and et cetera, then it's, you know, it's not meaningful to them. And it's like, if it doesn't fit into their worldview, that like this might be the type of person who has like a very rigid set of beliefs. And I'm getting that, like, I'm sorry to, like, this is a very specific way to interpret this spread, and it might not, if this isn't resonating for you at all, this might not be your pile, because it really is giving me the sense they're facing away from the person in this nest on this 4 of Swords reversed, and it's giving the impression that they don't care about this person. And the 4 of Swords is like, it's an energy of self-care. It's like giving yourself the space and the grace and the compassion to take a break, to rest, relax, restore yourself after a painful experience. That is, you know, an energy of the 4 of Swords. It is reversed here. And so it's like, to me, it's just giving a sense like this person, if it's one person, if it's maybe two people, two parents, whatever, if this is one person's energy, they don't value what is being represented on the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords reverse talks about it's like an energy of not taking care of yourself, not giving yourself time to rest. Like, even this could be like very achievement focused, very workaholic energy, very much, again, like if I'm not climbing the corporate ladder, if I'm not getting a raise or a promotion, then the work I'm doing doesn't have value. Or it's like, if I can't see the concrete, tangible benefit of something, then there's no point doing it. Like, doing something just for the sake of my mental or emotional health is not valuable. And so that might be the energy of somebody that you recognize being in that sort of a mindset. And it could have caused a falling out with this person if you chose to follow a path of self-love, if you chose to prioritize your needs and take care of yourself. And the other reason why I'm tying it back, even though this is the lover archetype, the other reason why I'm tying it back to something that might be related to family is because it is the red color associated with the root chakra, and then we have these two reversed fours, and 4 is a number that represents safety, stability, security, and the fourth house of home and family. And I would tie that into the root chakra. And there's red on this card as well, like healing your root chakra, giving yourself that sense of safety and security and belonging that you might not have felt. Like, this could even be talking about an inner child wound, like about how you were treated at home, like your feelings didn't matter. Maybe there was emotional neglect. I could see that being a message here. And I will address the Four of Wands in reverse. I know I've been really focused here. I just think it's really interesting in this spread. I think this is like the main crux of, like, who is this person? But there is also a message. Unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Great passion and devotion. There is love. So, like, I don't know how to I don't know how to describe that, like, in a different way. Like, that this is somebody who has a deep feeling of love and devotion towards you, and might not ever have told you that. They might not ever have shown that to you because they wrote it off as not important. But the feeling is still there. You know, and that would be a reason why they'd be showing up and spying on your social media, is because they do care about you. But this could also be somebody who's, like, very stubborn. You know, like, this is like a very intelligent, high-achieving energy. But it's not emotional. It's not emotionally literate. It can be, like, you know, the King and Queen of Swords. Like, you know, if this would describe even your energy, like, it's not a negative energy in and of itself. But in the spread, the context of the spread, and the fact that it's like, you know, we have both, and it's like, you know, the counterparts. Like, this is giving me parents who are ignoring their child in this nest. This child had to create this nest for themselves because their parents were not going to do that. It just was not a priority. So I do want to talk about the Four of Wands in reverse. And this card can talk about, it is tied to the energy of achievement and celebration. When it comes up reversed, it can talk about a feeling of disappointment. Like, either, you know, we haven't achieved what we thought we were going to achieve, or we did, and it wasn't as satisfying as we thought. So it's like there's some element of, like, yeah, this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And I'm disappointed. That can be a message here. And then the other part of the message is very much tied into what I've been saying about home, security, safety, stability, parents, family, a foundation. Because this can be a message about there's something missing. Or there's something that, some part of this experience that you wanted to share and somebody didn't show up, or it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. And there's even a message, like, it can be associated, like, if you have achieved something great that you're posting about on social media, Like, for example, you know, if you like graduated from college and got your college degree, and you're posting an image of yourself in your graduation gown, holding your diploma, and like really just like really celebrating and happy, and there's a feeling of, but my parents aren't here. I would have wanted to share this with a loving family member, and for whatever reason, they're not here. And so this, I have just a genuine achievement, genuine reason to celebrate, but there's some aspect to it that is not what I wanted. It's not, there's something missing. So again, it's a very specific way to read the spread. There's a specific message. But if you would resonate as having again, like this, it's giving me family, but this could also be like a significant past romantic connection, or an ex like friend, if you had like a friend from childhood, or something like a long-term, maybe a longer-term connection that had contributed to your sense of stability, maybe something that you thought you would have been able to count on, but for whatever reason, if you know, probably caused by the unemotional energy of the Swords court cards, for whatever reason, you've had a falling out with this person. You're not in contact anymore. They did not support you when you needed help. You needed them to show you their love. You needed them to show up for you with this big heart box and contribute to a healthy, stable root chakra. You needed somebody to let you know that you are safe and that you do belong and that you are deeply loved. And what I'm getting is, this is somebody who did not show up for you. And the message here would be, they're looking at your social media and realizing what they have missed out on by either being unwilling or unable give you what you need, to love you the way you have needed to be loved. Sorry, that's a bit more of an intense, heavier message. And if you would resonate with this, then I am sending you a very big hug. I want to say that I hope this reading has been helpful. I am starting to feel really, really spacey, so I am going to end your reading there. I hope that it has offered some insight or some clarity, or maybe just a confirmation if you've been wondering whether this person is watching your social media. The answer is yes. I think that they are aware of every post you make. Like they really are like keeping track of whatever you're doing, whether they engage with your social media or not. So I do want to say that, and you know, and again, I hope that this reading has at least been helpful for you in some way. If you did like the video, please feel free to give it a like. Please comment down below, let me know whether this resonated or not. If you like my videos and you want to see more from me, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel. I also have a Patreon where I post different types of bonus content, and an Etsy store where I do private readings, although I am going to be taking a break in May. So if you're interested in either of those, the links will be in the description. And thank you very much for watching Pile 4, and I do hope to see you in my next video.